All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Just when it appeared that the potential title chances of the Milwaukee Bucks were going to go up in smokes, the key components are returning to make another run at the NBA championship. Center Brook Lopez is returning to the Bucks on a 2-year deal for 48 million dollars, excuse me, while Khris Middleton, who recently opted out of his contract with Milwaukee, just agreed to a 3-year deal for 102 million. And thus still the key components from Milwaukee's championship team from 2 years ago are still in place. Is you still got Middleton, you still got Lopez, Giannis, Bobby Portis, and then of course, last but certainly not least, All-Star point guard Drew Holiday. And of course, the question is going to be, what could have been for the Bucks in each of the last two postseasons? You go back to the 2022 NBA playoffs. Milwaukee was looking good until Khris Middleton suffered that knee injury, and then of course the Bucks fell to the Boston Celtics in 7 games in the Eastern Conference semis. And there's no doubt in my mind that had Khris Middleton been healthy last year, then Milwaukee probably goes back and repeats as NBA champions. Then, of course, this year, Giannis getting hurt in the first round. The Bucks were never the same. They lost to the Miami Heat, and then, of course, the rest was history. We saw Mike Budenholzer get fired, and he has been replaced by Adrian Griffin as Milwaukee's head coach. And what you have right now is a veteran team that still has the talent to win an NBA championship. A veteran-led laden team. I think that they're going to buy in to what Adrian Griffin is selling. I think he's going to make them a better defensive team. That's what the Bucks need to do. But then on top of that, taking care of their business and making another title push. Because let's be realistic. There were teams out there that were dead serious as far as going out there and bringing in a guy like Brook Lopez. And to his credit, he's changed his approach to the game since coming to the Bucks. If you remember Lopez's start first with the New Jersey Nets and then the Brooklyn Nets, he was more of a back to the basket guy, but now he has become a perimeter player, a good complement to Giannis. We know what Khris Middleton can do as far as a scorer when he's healthy. And then you also cannot overlook the fact that basically Milwaukee can throw 7 footers out there, and that's a lot of crazy wingspan. If this was a college team running a 2-3 zone or a 1-3-1, they would be very difficult to stop with those long wingspans with Giannis, Lopez, Bobby Portis coming off the bench, and of course Khris Middleton. And then you have a legit point guard in Drew Holiday, and Milwaukee does have some solid role players. We saw the former Marquette star Jay Crowder, like he just agreed to return to the Bucks as well. So the parameters are definitely in place. And then getting back to these 4 7 footers, if you will, from Milwaukee, they all got different skill sets. So anytime you have something like that, it makes it even tougher for your opponents to defend. I've said it before about these Bucks, and I will say it again. If Milwaukee is healthy and motivated, there's no team in the Eastern Conference better than them as of right now. And I look at Milwaukee, I think they're definitely going to be motivated because, it's unfortunate that Mike Budenholzer was let go, but I think it's going to light a fire under this team. And I think they're going to buy in to what Adrian Griffin is selling. And I think this veteran team is going to make a championship run for next June. Not saying that they're going to win it, but I definitely think that the Bucks are definitely going to be in the mix. Credit to this Milwaukee front office for taking care of their business to keep their key players such as Brook Lopez and Khris Middleton in the fold. You're keeping that core around Giannis, your best player, and of course, one of the best players in the NBA, which is evident by the 2 MVP awards. And I think Milwaukee is gearing up for another run at the Larry O'Brien Trophy next June. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, Please feel free to follow me at 300 pounds of sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, and I'm signing off. And I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.